Symone, let's put this up. This is from Complex Magazine. Minaj claims that Jay-Z owes her $200 million. What is going on with this? What is this?
That's what I said. I was like, I can't see Jay-Z owing anybody that much for anything. Also, where is the lawsuit, honey? If somebody owed me $200 million, I'm not going to be tweeting about it, okay? I'm going to be getting my courtroom attire all situated because we got to have a hearing.
Yeah, okay. Nicki Minaj claims Jay-Z owes her $200 million, says people who call him Hov will answer.
Hove
Will answer to God. The rapper said Jay remains in her top 5. Keep scrolling. It's from Jelani Turner Williams over at the Complex. Okay, Nicki Minaj called on Jay-Z to pay up during a rant on X, formerly Twitter. This is how she went on a Twitter tirade. She often does, whatever. After weeks of dating the rapper and media mogul on Tuesday, July 8, Minaj continued her recent claims that Jay-Z owed her millions of dollars for her stake in Tidal. Upon launching the music platform in 2015, 15 artists, including Nicki, Beyonce, Rihanna, J. Cole, and Ye, were gifted 3% Tidal equity when it was worth $56 million. Okay, so they sold it in 2021 to Jack Dorsey, who owns Square. They sold it for $302 million. Minaj and the other celebrity owners reportedly kept their stake after the sale. The rapper has said that she was offered $1 million for her share of the company, not the around $9 million, 3% of $300 million that would come if the company was valued at the price of the Square sale. Okay, so what?
Girl, first of all, she waited way too late. The math ain't mathin', okay? And the law ain't convicting, okay? The law ain't convicting, the math ain't mathin'. So first of all, let's be clear about this part. She gets the 3% in exchange for nothing. Usually if you're gonna get 3% stock, it's because you paid for it. Here, she just simply allowed them to use her name to say she's one of the celebrities who has their music on Tidal, right? She would do some posts perhaps over the years. Mm-hmm. But they offered her $1 million. But let's be clear, she's upset with Jay-Z, but it wasn't Jay-Z who was going to be paying her. It would have been the sale, and that sale would have been by Jack. So that's where you get your lawyer.
Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, it's not Jay-Z don't owe you no money, honey.
Okay, so let's look at this. Is what she tweeted, right? And this is the rant that. So she said, "I hope the money stolen from my tour." But there's one before. What is the one that she did before? I think you may have put it up earlier. There's another tweet, right? Is there another tweet? Yeah. We have calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it, nigga. That's what she says. And anyone still calling him Hove will answer to God for the blasphemy.
Girl, okay. What?
Right. And then what's the next one? The next tweet is, I hope the money stolen from my tour was hidden really well. I'd hate for there to be money laundering, embezzlement, etc. Now, what is this one? Does this have anything to do with Jay-Z? What is this?
No, from her tour. No, this was just be regarding the 3% stock. So that must be a separate.
Is Nicki all right?
No. She needs a Snickers or some sleep or some water. I'm not really sure which.
So tell me, what is this money stolen? Go on, sorry.
All right. So I think she feels that money that perhaps that from the sale, Jay-Z received what would have been a portion of her share. So the 1 million offer, perhaps the rest of that money went into Jay's pocket. Here's what she's missing. She kept her shares. So all that happens when there's a sale, they say, hey, this is how much we'll buy your stock from you at. Or if you say no, then you simply keep it. She still has her shares. So you don't get to not sell, keep the shares, and then say, but they're worth this much more. Okay, if they're worth that, sell your shares today and go get it. They're not worth that. There is no version of her 3% equity equaling 100 million. That would give a valuation far beyond. As of now, at the absolute most, the company would have the same evaluation as back then, which would have been $600,000 at the time of the sale. But Tidal has gone down substantially. They're actually no longer part of the public entity, they've gone down substantially. So in other words, her stock, whatever it was worth in 2021 at the sale, it's worth even less now. And that's what happens when you take the gamble and say you don't want to sell. So Jay-Z isn't who owes her anything. And Steve Stout went on the pivot. He's a producer that was also involved in this. And he actually stated that she never signed the contract. So she was given an offer, didn't sign the contract. And now she's talking about interest and what these shares could have been, all for shares she never paid for in the first place.
Lordy.
Give that baby a Snickers.
I know. Who is she? Who is she before the Snickers? Do you remember when they did one with Betty White? It was so funny.
Betty was she was so hilarious. Absolutely. That's all of it. She needs a babysitter and a Snickers.
And babysitter, and look, I'm not even saying she might need a 120 life. So which is my.
There you go.
Didn't even shave, not a shred of makeup. This is it. My skin is skinning finally, and I think this helps. Okay, so look, all right. So this thing with Jay-Z, obviously nothing. She hasn't really filed a suit, right? So this is all just.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, Don. Statute of limitations appears to have expired anyway. Okay, that might be what she's really upset about because this was a Delaware company. There would be a 3-year statute of limitations, which would have expired last year. So unless she pursues it there's a chance she could pursue it in New York. Like, come on, girl, just take a nap. This ain't it. It's not gonna get you your 200 million.
Okay, so we have that, and then the other thing, the embezzlement thing. What is that? Is that a legal thing? Has that been filed or no? She's just
No, there's no embezzlement that's been filed. I think she's referring to there was some issues with funds pertaining to one of her tours that was very much sold out, but apparently the numbers are not consistent. But Jay-Z doesn't have any connection to that. He had nothing to do with that tour. Unless perhaps she might be alleging that his power made certain monies go missing. That one was not really a coherent argument there.
Okay. All right. So look, Nicki, work it out. Okay. Sometimes the best way to work these things out is not to do it on the internet. And
that would help.
You go to the person, you say, hey, can we?
I don't see Jay-Z.
Can we talk? Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.